Hey traders, John Hal here, officialjohnhal.com. In this video I'm going to talk about technical analysis versus fundamental analysis. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's get straight into this here. What I'm saying in this video is just my opinion, and it's my opinion based on just what I've seen over 10 years in our trading career. You know, and also speaking to my mentors who have made millions and millions of dollars in the markets, and a lot of really professional traders that I see when it comes to trading, actively trading the markets. Okay, when it comes to technical analysis of fundamentals, here's the thing that that comes to me time and time again whenever we're trading the markets. Okay, that if you're trying to trade fundamentally, you can have a fundamentally good stock. Actually, let's just bring this up here. Let me just see if I can bring up, say, I want to do this. I'm on the other screen right now. You can't see me, but I'm just trying to bring up the indices, and I want to bring up, say, the Dow Jones. Okay, and if you can go back to, say, let's go to the weekly chart here. And whenever you're trading the markets, okay, whenever you're trading the markets, you've got to ask yourself, what is a chart? You know, like technical analysis. What is technical analysis? Technical analysis, and these bars on the chart, is a simple visual representation of the buyer's actions and every bit of fundamental news that is out about that market at that time. Make sense? It's every single bit of information that is out in the marketplace right now for traders and investors to trade in that particular stock or market at that time. So it just makes sense, right, that if you learn how to read the charts, you can learn how to read the fundamentals without reading the charts. And I know that sounds really weird, but the thing is that, and it's really important to apply that, because even though a company may have good fundamentals, I know so many people that had good fundamentals through this 2008 pull down that got hammered. So what I'm saying is, if you're looking at fundamentals as simply peaks and troughs, even though companies that were fundamentally good, it was getting dragged down by the whole economy. And if all you need to do is have a simple thing like peaks and troughs, we have a higher peak, higher trough, and then we have another higher peak. We had a higher trough, a lower peak, then we had a lower trough, another lower peak. Who's in control through here? We went through an uptrend. Now the sell's in control through here. See that here? See the sell's in control? So this is the point here, that I don't care how good fundamentally the stocks are, if this was happening on your stock, okay? If you're trading any stock, or you were trading indices, and this was happening, I don't care how good fundamentally the company is, especially when this is happening on the weekly chart, that's a very weak signal, okay? And you can see it continues down here, low peak, low trough, and it continues down, right? So that's what you need to look out for. Technical analysis versus fundamental analysis. I have found over my years and years, you can read balance sheets, you can read cash flow, you can read earnings, you can do all that sort of stuff. And the thing is that if you're looking to actively trade the markets and get in the markets and pick some good stocks, then it's important to, I would say, don't even worry about fundamentals. I would say just look at the charts and see what the actual chart is doing, and get good at reading the charts. Get good at reading the peaks and troughs, because just using this one peaks and troughs technique, if you look at this, it made a lower trough, then it made another lower peak, and then it made a trough, and then it made a peak. This was the very first high trough. See that very first high trough? Now look at it. Higher peak, higher trough, higher peak. Had a very lots of troughs through here, very ugly sideways. But you can see here it went lower trough. So that was a lower peak there, had a lower trough, lower peak, made a higher peak, higher trough, and look, it just run up. So as you can see here, right, we had a little period where the market was going down, suddenly it changed trend, high peak, high trough, and ran back up. So as you can see here, right, if you can see the market changing, this very first high trough was the very first trough breaking through this resistance line. That was the very first time the market was changing. Things were changing, things were moving, you know, things were moving to the high side. So a lot of people in 2008 were very worried about this whole situation, but the whole thing is the market was telling you what was happening. If you know how to profit on the profit from the downside, then that's what you can do by doing that. Okay, so technical analysis versus fundamental analysis. What's important to look at the charts is, I would say, from my personal opinion, is just look at the charts, because the charts are going to tell you what's happening in that market. Obviously, stay away from news announcements and stuff like that, because unless you know what you're doing when it comes to that, stay away from those things, because you don't know. The company could have a really good announcement, and then suddenly the market goes down. Like, what the hell happened there? Well, you didn't. Well, the public was expecting more of a profit, and they didn't. And whatever. It's just like, so the company was expecting them to make $1 billion in profit, but they only made $500,000 in profit, and so the market goes down because they're disappointed. You know what I mean? It's really weird. And it's like, but sometimes they make it really bad. Like, they really, really that they don't make as much, and so on and so forth, right? It's very, very, very up in the air when it comes to that. But the only thing you can really do is read the charts itself. The charts will set you free, okay? Who's in control of the markets? Look at the peaks and troughs. That will set you free. If you'd like to learn more about how I trade the markets, click on the link up the top here. It's going to take you over to a free course, 12 videos, 12 hours long, to help you in the markets. John Howell here, official.how.com. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.